welcome back to my YouTube channel. I told you I was coming back, so I am back to give you another message. You know, there's a lot of talk about our feminine energy for the women out there. And I've been exploring this whole thing about feminine energy, especially since we have been going through this pandemic and we've all been housed in and we haven't been able to just kind of let ourselves flow like we used to. So I wanted to explore that a little bit. And so I got a little information that I want to share with you about recharging our feminine energy, recharging it up because it's already inside of us, but it could be laying dormant because we haven't had a chance to like let it get kind of get out there. So that is what I want to talk to you today about. But first of all, I want to add to your spiritual garden. And we know that adding to the spiritual garden just means that I have a scripture for you, maybe a scripture that you could write down that maybe you just kind of get inspired and it encourage you. And yeah, so here is one of them. It is from First Peter third chapter, 3 and fourth verse, and it says, "You should clothe yourselves instead with the beauty that comes from within." Hmm. The unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to God. And we know that that internal spirit, it means a lot. It means a whole lot. Okay? So yeah, I love that. And then also from Proverbs 31st chapter, 10th verse, it says, "A wife of noble character, who can find? She is far worth far more than rubies." And yeah, that noble character is big. And with that noble character comes our feminine traits too. And so that is what I want to talk to you today about. But I also have another scripture, and this is one from Psalms 46 chapter 5th verse. And it says, "God is within her. She would not fall." And so yeah, you could get a lot of inspiration from that. God is within you. You would not fall. And yeah, so yeah, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. All right. So I want to start off. I took notes like I always do. We're talking about recharging our feminine energy. And so let's explore what that is. Let's think about our feminine traits. Because you know what? We kind of get a little away from who we really are and as women and as God created us to be. So we want to reconnect with that feminine power that we have. And we do have feminine power. We do. Let no one tell you any other way that we do have feminine power. So we have this feminine power. I would say they like superpowers because God gave them to us and God gave them to women. Okay, so one of the female traits or feminine traits that we have is nurturing, and we know because we bring forth life, we bring forth those babies, and we are incubators that we just take care of them inside of us, and every human being on this earth came through a woman. There's no other way. So yeah, nurturing is definitely a feminine trait. It is a trait that God gave us and blessed us with, and we should feel honored for doing that. I know about the labor pains. I know about the 9 months of carrying our children, but if you would really look at it, it's nothing more better than to see the baby after it's born and to see that life that we had a big part in taking in. Okay, so yeah, part of that feminine trait that we have is nurturing. We have compassion, and that is something for women. We feel other people's pain. We do. And that's just something, and not saying that men don't, but we do in just a different way, in a special way. Okay, and then also we have grace. It's when you think of grace, you do think about a woman. That's just part of our trait. And so grace is the way we flow and the way we carry ourselves. Okay, and then also we have an intuition, and so this is big because we can feel things and we know that when things are happening, what grandma used to say, I just feel like something's just not right. That's that intuition. And I believe that that is God speaking to us. That's God speaking to our spirit that just maybe something is going on here. And so we all experience that, and especially us women, we've experienced that in one way or another about um, being intuitive and just feeling things and just knowing that something's going on, like the spirit is talking to us. Okay. Another feminine trait is um, we are empathetic. We are, well, I said compassionate already. We are heart centered. And by that, I just mean that we love with our heart, we give with our heart. There's a sensitivity that just comes with being a woman. And that's just the way it is. That's just the gifts that God has given us as women. And so we have many more, but those are just some that I want to share with you. We want to embrace our femininity. We want to embrace it. I think that with the this modern culture and everything, it just seems like we kind of get away from our femininity and we look at it maybe as weakness. And that brings to mind another feminine trait is being vulnerable. And a lot of times we think of being vulnerable as being weak. And being vulnerable is not. I just had to rediscover that whole feeling about being vulnerable. Because being vulnerable, just being fearless and being courageous, it's courage. It takes courage to be vulnerable. It does. You don't want to play it safe all the time. And playing it safe meaning I'm going to hold back my feelings. I'm going to hold all that back because I am scared. So we want to just put our hearts out there. If we feel it, we feel it. And you know what? It's not guaranteed that maybe we will get it back. But we have to be true to our own feelings. We have to be true in how we feel. And so being vulnerable is very courageous. It's very brave, okay? And just, hey, this is how I feel, and just being able to just accept if that person can't give it back to you, that's fine. But I want to be authentic to you. I want to show my authentic self. And so vulnerability is a big one. That's a big one right there. So let's continue to talk about recharging our femininity. We want to charge it up. We've been laying dormant. We've been on this couch and we've just been kind of like sitting around. I heard one woman said that she hadn't taken a shower in 2 weeks. Woo! So that is like, but you know what? We've all been inside, and some of us have been taking care of ourselves. We've still been working out, but you know what? It is understood that with the pandemic, and it's just so people have lost loved ones, and it's just this whole system that's been going on that we just have to kind of get ourselves out of this rut and start living again. And start living again. It's starting to get warm, and so hopefully, with the vaccine and just the numbers that going down, the cases and the deaths, hopefully, that we'll be able to kind of get out a little more and just really live and flow with life. So, first thing I want to say is that femininity is not one dimensional. And a lot of times, especially men, they look at our femininity as how we dress, our hair, our nails, what we have on, our body shape. Okay, so that's one dimensional. But true femininity, it comes from the core. It comes from internally. It's our internal traits. It's our internal spirit on really who we are as a woman. The outside is just the outside expression, and we can adorn ourselves. We could put all kinds of things on. I said, I got my blue eyeshadow. They said it was out of style, but I'm like, I put my blue eyeshadow on today. So whether it's out of style or not, I'm just gonna wear it. So yeah, I have my blue eyeshadow on, but yeah, that one dimensional thought about femininity is not one that we want to embrace because we are much more than our outside shell. Yeah, that's what we represent to the world, but we're much more than that as a woman. We are much more. So yes, let's talk about recharging our femininity. Let's think about that and let's really discuss that. Okay. So first of all, I want to tell you that, whew, okay, our feminine energy is definitely booted by our connection with God. And so, yeah, that in the reason why is because when we're connected with God, He is able to direct us and guide us, and we really get to understand that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I look over there because I do have a picture that says I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. We be able to understand that. We're not just saying the words, but we understand what God has intended for us to do as women. And that is in the Bible. And then that's also through prayer and meditation, for you to ask God, who am I? What do you want me to do? What is your will for what is your will in my life? What is it? Tell me what to do. So we have to have that personal relationship with God. And you know what? When we know we're fearfully and wonderfully made, that charges up our feminine energy. We feel bold. We feel confident because we know that our Father has our back. Our Father is looking after us. Our Father woke us up this morning, and we give Him all the credit. We give Him or her all the credit. Our Creator, all the credit. So, yeah, having that spiritual part of us, connecting with God, going deep inside, and listening to that small, still voice, that is important. And that definitely recharges your feminine energy. Yes, it does. Okay, so we know that God has blessed us with grace and intuition and compassion. And of course, being these nurturers, we bring life forth in the world. Okay, so by connecting to God by prayer and meditation and reading scripture, we're able to really boost up that charge up. Mm, charge up that femininity. Okay, all right. You can recharge your femininity through creativity. And I'm telling from personal experience. By being creative, letting ideas flow out of you naturally, and they could be in any form. I don't care if you're a florist and you put flowers together, bouquets, it doesn't matter. Long as you utilize your creativity, we all have all these juices of ideas that's going on inside of us. It has to get out. We have to launch it, get it out there, get that business out, get that designing. I don't know, you're designing clothes. I don't care. Make a meal, creative meal, whatever it is that you need to do to kind of put and boost out your creativity. That definitely recharges your femininity. Just to create, because you know what? That's coming from inside of us. That comes from internally, those ideas. And they also are gifts because God gave everyone a gift. And what that gift is for us to share with the world. So let's be mindful of that. Creativity can recharge your feminine energy. It can recharge it. Don't take that lightly. Be creative. Go out and do it. Go out and make it. Go out and produce it. Whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. Now, if you saw my birthday video, you saw that I told you that on my birthday I was going to dance, and there it is. It's popping up again. Dancing. Dancing will recharge your feminine energy. There's nothing like putting on music to just get you going, and then you just dancing and you moving your arms and you waving your arms and you moving your body and you just swinging your hips to the music. That does recharge your feminine energy. It does. Drop it like it's hot, baby, in your living room. It doesn't matter. Even in your underwear, it doesn't matter. Move, because we are flowing with life. We are the flow of life. We bring life out into the world. So you want to move. I don't care how little you are, how big you are, it doesn't matter. Get up and dance. You could dance off your gospel music. You could put on a gospel music and do your praise dancing. Yes, you can. You can still move. Move. Use your music and move and dance and just have a great time. That is important, and that does stir up and recharge your feminine energy. And I'm telling you, to take it from me, it does. It kind of just kind of gets you really going. It really gets you moving, and it just makes you feel good. And as we're moving, we're still, it's so much more that we can do. So, yeah, let's do that. We got to recharge that feminine energy by swinging our arms and swinging our hips and just having a great time with our favorite music. Now, of course, with your music as well, music recharges your feminine energy. Whatever music that you like, okay? I like all kinds of music, whether it's jazz and neo soul, and of course, I like my gospel music. You could dance to any of that, okay? Remember, dancing is free. All you need is a little space. You could dance in your bathroom. You don't need a whole lot, but you just have to feel it and make yourself feel it. We have been sitting down for so long, and we've just been just kind of in that this one confined space and just being isolated. So you know what? It's a private thing. You can make it a private thing and just move and dance. Just dance. And you know what I suggest? Dance with your heels on. Go get you the red heels, girl, that's in your closet, or get one of your favorite heels and put it on. I don't care how it looks to anyone else. Go put them on and dance with them on. Just a little step here and there, okay? So yeah, recharge your feminine energy through dancing. Okay, next. You know what? There's like 101 things that I love about my grandchildren, but one thing that I really love is that they know how to play. They know how to play, and they help me to remember how to play. As a matter of fact, I think they all got PhDs in play management. Yes, they do. They know exactly how to have fun. Playing can recharge your feminine energy. It can. There's nothing better than going to the park with some young people, with kids, and just play with them. I'll be in the park, I'm running after them, we playing tag, we playing hide and seek, and I'm running and we're laughing, and they're just having a great time. And you know what? I'm having a great time too. Okay, because I'm just out there, I got the fresh air, and I'm just rolling and just laughing and having fun and getting out of breath because I'm running after them, and they're having fun too. Play, play, play. I think we forget about playing. I think we get to a certain age and then we just don't think about playing. It's just like, oh, stop being silly. Stop being silly. No, stop playing with me. We don't tickle anymore. Okay? So, yeah, play. Go behind your significant other and tickle them bad. Tickle them. You're like, what's wrong with you? Well, I just want to tickle you. Okay? So, yeah, just play, play, play. Remember being on a swing? Do you remember to be on the swing? When was the last time you've been on a swing? Remember how you pump. Remember, you put your legs out and you bring them in. And then you bring them out again and you bring them in. And before you know it, you're moving. You're swinging. I encourage you to do that. It will recharge your feminine energy. It will recharge the traits that's inside of you. It will get you going, okay? And it will make you feel alive again. So yeah, don't forget, it's just big to play, to laugh. And you know what? I'm thinking about it. I remember a time when just having as we're getting older, the good time that you think, oh well, we're going outside, we're going on a date, or we're going out for the evening, and that was just everybody say Red Lobster. Remember that? It was Red Lobster. Oh, we're going to Red Lobster. That was the big thing when we're going out to dinner. Red Lobster. Okay, there's so much more that you can do other than Red Lobster. There's so much more you can do other than going out to dinner. And you know what? Tell your man, look, let's go for a walk and have a picnic in the park. There's nothing better than having a picnic in the park, baby. Okay, make a little snack, make a little lunch, and then bring a ball out there and just play some ball. Okay, play some touch football. Okay, yeah, there's so many more things that we can do just to be active. Remember, we are feminine, we are women, and we want to flow with life. We want to flow with life. And so sometimes we want to get out of that comfort zone. We want to get out of that and we want to do something different. Okay? And if we're moving around, it's nothing better than that. We sit around a lot. Okay, you go to the movies, you sit down and eat. Yeah, I like to eat too. But how about something different? So let's not forget about the value of play. And give them to little kids. They'll refresh your memory. They'll show you how to do it and have a great time. Definitely play will recharge your feminine energy. Okay, so I do have I do have another one. I know I wrote this down, and I'm going to go ahead and read it before I go on. It says, if we are more feminine in nature and change to compete in the masculine dominated corporate world, then we lose some of our innate power. So we lose some of our superpower. We forget the power of femininity. We forget the power of compassion, of sensitivity, of nurturing, of being devoted, understanding, and cooperative. We lose that if we try to be too much into that corporate world, and we try to be too in that masculine dominated world, and we trying to mimic a man, and we don't have to. We have so much power in our femininity. We could bring that intelligence. We could bring that goal setting. We can bring all that, but we don't want to lose our femininity no matter what, because that is our superpower. Remember, we bring life forth. We are flowing with life. We are flowing with life, and so we don't want to take that life. Okay, so yeah, I'm just wrote that down. All right, so next, nature. Now, nature to me recharges your femininity. It does. I'm gonna take it. I'm telling you, I am a witness. It does. I depended on nature also for not only recharging my femininity, but for my healing. You know, if you have something that's going on in your life and you just need to take that walk, I'm telling you, take the walk in the trail. Go to a walking trail and walk and really observe the trees and the grass and all the abundance of nature. It is amazing. I know we know how the park looks. We know about the trees. We know about all of that. But when you intentionally pay attention to it and you looking around, you will just be totally blessed and you will be grateful. I mean, it is just beautiful. And so, me walking in the park, I was able to think, I was able to, yeah, well, maybe cry too, but that's okay because as I'm walking and I'm just being so grateful for what I see around me, I soon start to forget about all this other stuff and just start saying, you know what, God, you are amazing, and then thank you for the gift of nature because actually it's a gift to us. Remember, that ain't man made, not at all. God made that for us to grow our food, and for just so many other things. So let's not take that lightly about nature and how that it can recharge your energy. You know what? Your feminine energy, as you're walking and you just looking at the trees and how they towering, and it's just like wow, and you know how they still standing through all these storms and all our winter, especially if you're in the Midwest, all these winters they just still standing. It really does inspire you. So as you're walking and you could just pray, you could meditate, you know, and you know you will see how you're walking. You will start walking faster, and you'll start walking with rhythm. It would change you. Please embrace nature. It is a sacred appreciation. I'm telling you, to be out in nature and just feel the fresh air, and just to feel, oh man, the sun kissing your skin, because that's exactly what that sun is doing. And then also, you know, just the breeze, this breathing all over you. And so yeah, it's just beautiful. So nature would definitely recharge your feminine energy. Don't take that lightly. Nature would recharge your feminine energy. Okay? All right. All right. Next, spiritual baths. Mm, I love spiritual baths. I'm telling you, I'll be in there so long, I'm just trying to add the hot water so I wouldn't have to get out. So, if you have not heard of spiritual baths, I'm going to explain it to you. First of all, you're going to cleanse yourself in the shower. So you're going to go and you're going to cleanse your body in the shower. And then you're going to run your bath water. Now, all spiritual baths is just a very soothing, calming way to take a bath. And there's supposed to be a spiritual component to it because you can add salt. Now, salt is supposed to represent cleaning energy or clearing energy. And so, of course, you wouldn't use table salt. You can use Epsom salt. You can use Himalaya salt, pink salt, any of those other types of salt, and you will put that in your bath water. A lot of women put flower petals in their bath water. So you can put carnations in your bath water. You can put roses in your bath water. And then also lavender. Lavender calms us and relaxes us. You could put lavender in your bath water. There are a host of other herbs that you can actually put in your bath water. And so, one thing I want you to remember when you're taking your spiritual bath is that you want to be intentional. So, you want to have an intention of why I'm taking this spiritual bath. Am I going to meditate? Am I going to pray? Am I want to get connected with God? Am I trying to hear His voice? I'm trying to get direction about what I should do next. What am I doing? Do I want to visualize? Do I want to visualize that I'm on a beach? Do I want to visualize being loved? Do I want to visualize something, a dream that I have? So, whatever it is, you want to be intentional when you're taking those spiritual baths. And you know what? These herbs, they all symbolize something. Like the roses symbolize love, and I believe they feel that that's supposed to kind of generate that feeling of love for you. So I would just encourage you to go on the internet and just explore other herbs that you can actually put in your bath water, and just experience that spiritual bath. You can also light candles, so that candles will just set that mood, and just put on your music and just lay back and just be intentional of what you want out of that spiritual bath. Okay, just even if you want to just relax your mind, whatever that is. So spiritual baths definitely will recharge your feminine energy. It's because you're going within, and we know water is cleansing. And so when you're in the water, you're just kind of cleansing, and you're calm, and hopefully ideas will come and start flowing to you, or you would just feel better about whatever it is that you're seeking. Okay. All right. So we moving right along to recharge our femininity. We're gonna do this. Okay, we are going to do this. All right. Next, you want to bring beauty in your space, and so we know where we live. We want that to be inspiring. We want to be decorations. We want flowers. We want definitely live plants in our space, because that does generate oxygen. And not only that, it shows life. Okay, it exudes life. So we want plants and stuff, and we want artwork in our space, to reflect something about us. Okay, and then we want books, definitely books. To show that we, of course, we're working on our intellect, we're working on gaining more knowledge. And so bringing beauty into your home, because your home, that's your sanctuary. You want to have your candles, you want to have your bling bling, you want to have your your little fur pillows, or your colorful pillows, and your textures and everything. So just being conscious of that, because that will just kind of regenerate and kind of recharge your sexual. Oh, did I say sexual? Wow. I mean feminine. Feminine energy, feminine energy. Okay. Oh wow, that was odd. Okay, no, my mind's not on that. But anyway, okay. So not only that is that we want to be beauty in our wardrobe, and there we go, because that's what usually the world looks at when they look at a woman. If she's feminine, they basically go on what she looks like and what she's dressed like. And don't get me wrong, women, we love to shop, we like to look good, we like to smell good. Okay, so those things are important to us, but we must pay more attention to those feminine traits that we want to nurture, that sensitivity, that compassion, that elegance, that grace. Okay, that patience, that intuitiveness. Those are very, very important as feminine traits that God just, I believe that God just gave each and every woman. I believe He does. He did, rather. Okay, so yeah, beauty in our wardrobe. We want to make sure that we wear clothes that are just complements us and how we feel. Okay, and then of course, how we take care of ourselves and then our appearance. Okay, I'm not one to ever go in the store. I don't wear house shoes to the store. I just don't. I don't care if it's just for some, I don't know, fruit or whatever. I don't. I'm very conscious of that, and I'm sure you are too. But I do see some of our younger sisters, they don't really think about that. It's not really important to them, but it's important to me, and not for anyone else. It's just me and how I feel about me. And so, yeah, let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care. It's not even about the quantity of clothing. It's not. It's about your quality. It's about how you feel. I heard Maya Angelou say that every woman should have her own unique style. She should have her own unique style. We have so many clones walking around where we all trying to look like each other. You have your own individual style on what you want to do and how you feel. Okay, and then also I read this once that to wear more skirts and wear more dresses. Now, what that does is just helps you flow better. It helps you just flow with life. We know that jeans, even though they're cool. I love my jeans, but they're kind of constricted. They constrict how we move. We got, they our waist and everything. But when we wearing a flowing skirt, we can move more. We can flow more. Okay, so I said I was gonna do that more this summer. I'm wearing more skirts and I'm gonna wear more sundresses. You know how we feel when we wear that. You know how we feel when we wear skirts. We do feel more feminine and we feel like we can move around better. We can move. Okay, so yeah, try that with the skirts and with the dresses if you like. And like I said, I read that somewhere, and you know what, it's true. I love wearing skirts and dresses, especially in the summertime. It's more cooler too. You're not as hot like with the jeans. Okay, but we love our jeans, we do. Okay, also, listen up, ladies, listen up. There's nothing that feels better, and you could agree with me when I say this, when you have really pretty, elegant undergarments on. And so when you have lace on underneath, no one knows what you have on. You know what you have on, and you know it makes you feel a certain way when you have those sets on, and they're matching and they're pretty and they're lacy and they feel very comfortable. We know how that feels, and it just makes us just walk different, and it just makes us just move different. And so, yeah, sometimes we have to invest in those undergarments. Okay, and I feel that it's worth it. It's worth it. That is the closest fabric to your skin, and so I feel that you're worth it. You're absolutely worth it. So I would say go out and get you some undergarments for you. It's not for anyone else. They will not know. It is for you. Okay, so definitely that will recharge your feminine energy. That will recharge your feminine energy. Okay, now lastly, and you know what, I have so many more, but these are the ones that came on the top of my head. Working out. Now, when I work out, I know that my muscles are sore. I know that I'm sweating. I might not even look the best because I'm all tired and sweaty and going on, but I feel that that does recharge your feminine energy because your heart is racing. Your heart is racing, and you know what? Even if you're tired, you're energized too. Because you can't go to sleep right after you work out. You can't. Your body is up. You have already stimulated your blood and everything in your muscles. And so working out does recharge your feminine energy. Not only that, you're feeling more fit, you're feeling more healthy. And so yeah, that recharges your feminine energy. It does. So yeah, think about that. Okay. So, as I move on, I wanted to just compare and contrast masculine energy and female energy because we need both. We need both. So, first of all, I just want to say imagine this. Imagine a masculine energy being the container. Imagine the feminine energy being water. If the masculine energy just has a container without the water, it just has an empty container. If the feminine energy doesn't have a container, it's just on the floor. So we need both of those energies. We need both of them. Now, I'm not saying that we don't need all our feminine energy, but we need some of the masculine energy. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a list of some of the masculine energy or the masculine traits. Okay, one is physical strength. Okay, strength. Drive, that's a masculine trait. Productivity is a masculine trait. focused. To be focused is a masculine trait. Assertiveness is a masculine trait. Leadership, courage, independence. Those are just a few of the masculine traits that will benefit us. We don't want to lose our femininity. We don't want to lose our connection, our empathy, our patience, our sensitivity, our compassionate, our intuitiveness. We don't want to, our nurturing, of course, that flow of life that we have, our grace, our elegance. We don't want to lose that, but we do need some of those masculine traits because a lot of us are ambitious women. We have things that we want to do, and we need some of those. We need to be able to be independent. We need to be assertive. We need to be focused and produce whatever we wanted to produce. Okay, and to be driven, we need that. So let's come up with a balance. As far as men, I believe they need some of our traits. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean they're feminine. It just means that they have that part of them that they nurture as well. Men need to be nurtured too. They need to be able to hug the babies and hug and know and want to listen to you and be kind and be a good listener and be a comforter. Yeah, that is beneficial. As a matter of fact, we want men like that, don't we? They also, we want them to be able to connect with us, to kind of hear what we're saying. Oh yeah, I get you, baby. I understand what you're saying. Okay. We also need a man to be a patient. That is something. Not like, okay, no, to be able to wait and just wait on us. Okay, so there are qualities, feminine traits that men could benefit from as well. We don't want just that hardcore hard shell. You know, we don't want a man like that at all. We do appreciate the male traits, masculine traits, we do, but we do want some nurturing, we want some connection, we want open communication. We want you to be sensitive to our feelings as well too. So yeah, there should be a balance in male, masculine and feminine traits. Think about the container, think about the water. They both need each other. You need the water in the container, and then we need the container for the water. Okay, so yeah, think about that. We definitely need some masculine trait. Okay, so that is about it. I know I am just long. I'm telling you, I'm long-winded, aren't I? But I just want to come and share that with you about recharging our femininity, recharging our femininity. I'm telling you, it's just something special about us as women. We're soft, we're gentle, we're loving, we're kind, we're sensitive, we're intuitive, and you know, most of all, God has just anointed us by bringing life into this world. We are the channel from which life comes, and that is an honorable thing. Okay, I do have one quote for you, and that quote is: a woman who finds beauty within herself without comparing to other women will always win in life. We are feminine, but we do not have to compete with anyone. All of us have our own separate journeys. All of us have our own ideas, and all of us we can win. Everybody can win. We do not have to be jealous, and that is just one of the things that we've been labeled at, as far as, you know, that we don't get along, and we always have something negative to say about each other, and all of this, and it's just not good. But I'm telling you, I've been blessed to have women in my life that are not like that, and so I can honestly say that all women aren't like that. We're not jealous. We're not trying to put each other down, and we're not, you know. And then of course with the man, and you want to do the man, somebody else's man, and all of that. But we are true to ourselves, and we're just walking this life journey, just trying to get better. Okay, and being better women and being a better expression of ourselves, right? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so this is the end of my video. I'm glad that you joined me. I hope that you got something out of it. All right, I encourage you to buy my book, Standing Inside Myself, A Journey of Self-Love, Wisdom, Power, and Purpose. And I thought I had, oh yeah, I do have it. And this is it. And so yeah, buy it, and you will love it. It was quite something, experience that I went through. So I do encourage you to buy it. Okay, it's on Amazon. And then also you can go to my podcast. It's Beautifully Seasoned, and it's on Spotify. It's on Anchor FM, Google, Apple. Google, I don't know, Outcast, Public Radio, it's out there. So please find it. I have a lot of messages on there, and I hope that you get some value out of those as well. My website is www.beautifullyseasoned.com, and I have a lot of articles on there. Scroll down. I do have a very long article that you might be interested in reading. So thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, like I always said, that I'm going to bless you at the end of every one of my episodes, and I will. You are blessed, prosperous, redeemed, forgiven, talented, creative, confident, secure, disciplined, focused, prepared, qualified, motivated, valuable, free, determined, equipped, empowered, anointed, accepted, and approved. You're not average, and you're not mediocre. You are a child of the Most High God, and you will become all you were created to be, in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and please share. I need more subscribers, so come on and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you next time. Don't forget, recharge your femininity. We got this, ladies. Take care. Bye bye. Ooh, girl.